everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be my TV and movie wrap up for the month of January and February. So this is my first wrap up for 2020 and honestly I didn't really watch anything. I watched a couple of things and that's pretty much it. I will start with all the TV shows and then I'll go through the movies, but there are definitely things that I should be watching and am not watching. The first thing that I watched was, I guess, the last episode of You Season 2. I watched episode 10 literally on New Year's Day. I guess that counts, but I kind of talked about You in my last wrap up and how much I loved it and how it was so entertaining. Yeah, season 2 was fantastic. I will link my last wrap up down below if you want to know more details about how I feel about season 2 of You, but technically I did watch that on the 1st of January. So then I watched some of my favorite British variety shows, game shows. So I watched the Big Fat Quiz of the Decade, so it was of the 2010s. Watched that, it was fantastic. I love watching the Big Fat Quiz. That is definitely one of my favorites because it literally goes through each subject and it also just kind of reminds you of things that happened within the last like 10 years. So many things I forgot that happened. Yeah, as always, it's entertaining. Then there were new episodes of 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, so I watched that. I watched new episodes of QI, which is series Q, I think. I did end up watching some episodes of 8 out of 10 Cats, the regular version. That was also really entertaining. I don't know, I go through spurts with that one just because I'm not that huge of a fan and sometimes they have okay guests, but I've been enjoying some of the recent episodes for that one. I also decided to rewatch season 1 of Discovery Witches because I love that show. I ended up buying it on, I was gonna say DVD, I ended up buying it on my iTunes or like Apple TV, so I now rewatch it all of the time because I now own it, so I can just watch it all the time. And I did rewatch season 1. I'm obsessed with the show. Cannot wait for season 2. So excited. I do have details about season 2 which I'll talk about in my on topic video, so stay tuned for that. And then also I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 7. Season 7 has finally started airing, so I've been watching that every Thursday. And I'm obsessed. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine so much. This season so far is pretty good. Yeah, I can't wait to see how the rest of the season goes. And honestly, that is it for TV shows. I haven't watched anything else. I've just been watching British variety game shows or just rewatching favorite shows. That's all I've been watching. Also because hockey is happening, so I've been watching that too. But there were shows that I did start, like Winona Earp, which I haven't continued yet. And I think I was at episode 6 or something. I talked about that in my last wrap up. And I know I should be watching Schitt's Creek because it's the final season, but I think I'm gonna wait till all the episodes are out and then I'll just watch it on CBC instead of waiting it for Netflix. Like, I can just watch it on CBC. I don't know why I didn't think of that originally because you can binge all of the episodes on CBC. So I'm gonna do that when the series finale airs. I also did start watching Vikings. I started, I think I'm on episode 2 or 3, but I haven't continued either. But I did start it. Did I talk about that in my last wrap up? I can't even remember actually when I started Vikings. Did I start it in January? Did I start it in December? I can't remember. But that I haven't continued either. I just haven't had the willpower to continue new shows. So that hasn't happened. Now on to movies. The only movie I watched in January and February was a rewatch, but it was a live play orchestra. So I watched The Little Mermaid in concert live to film. So this is like the pamphlet that you got. The Saskatoon Symphony Orchestra was putting on this orchestra live concert. So basically you watch the movie and anytime there's any sort of music, there's a live orchestra playing the music. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. That was happening in my city, so I decided I wanted to go see it. I have never seen a live orchestra before. I've never done, like, I've never been to any plays or any live theater or anything like that. So when I heard that this was happening and that it was The Little Mermaid, which is like literally my favorite Disney movie, I was like, I have to go. So my mom and I went, and it was fantastic. Like, I was so in awe. The Saskatoon Symphony Orchestra just did amazing. They did fantastic, and it was so beautiful. Like, I almost cried at one point because I was just like, this is so magical, and I absolutely loved it. It was such an experience. If any of these type of things are happening in your city, like, I highly recommend going, because it was just something that you just have to experience, you know what I mean? I think it also helps that, you know, like, it's a movie I've seen over and over again, so I get to appreciate more of the music stuff because I'm not completely watching the screen the whole time, because I know the movie by heart. So I was able to concentrate on what was actually happening with the orchestra, which was really, really cool. So yeah, it was fantastic, and I absolutely loved it, and I would go again. I definitely want to do more things like this in 2020, going to more plays and more things that are like put on in my city. I would really love to go see more of them. So yeah, this was just really fantastic, and I loved it, and it was definitely worth the money, and we had really good seats. They were very high up, so you could literally see everything. I think it was like pretty much sold out. It was like fantastic. I really loved it. Yeah, this was like the only movie I saw in January and February. I think I actually rewatched Twilight, but I was sick, so I feel like I was half delirious. But I did rewatch Twilight. But again, there was nothing new that I watched. I haven't watched P.S. I Still Love You. I haven't watched To All the Bright Places. Those are two movies that I definitely need to watch ASAP. I also really did want to see Birds of Prey, but I don't think I'm going to go see that just because I really don't have time, and then it's probably not going to be in theaters anymore. So I don't know, but basically I just haven't really been watching anything. So if you have any recommendations of any new movies or any new TV shows that I should check out, let me know down below. I definitely want to hopefully watch more in March. That's pretty much it for this video. Let me know any recent things that you guys have been watching. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!